別部屋ってなんだよ。じゃあわざわざシャノンとジョージ兄さんは別の部屋に泊まったのかよ。
はい。そんなにもおかしかったでしょうか。
Since Jessica's cheeks had been stuffed with chocolate-coated Chinsoku biscuit that Shannon had brought as a souvenir from Okinawa, it all flew out at Shannon when Jessica cried out.
シャノンさ、何のために沖縄まで旅行に行ったんだよ。それもジョージ兄さんと二人っきりで。
それはとても大きな水族館が沖縄にあるからぜひ行こうって誘われて。私お魚とか好きですし。
いやだからさ、健全な男女がお泊まりありで旅行に行ったわけだろ。それでチューもなければギューもないのかよ。ましてや部屋は男女に別部屋ってなんだよ。
チューについてはノーコメントです。でもギューはありましたよ。ジョージさんの胸温かかったです。
そういうことじゃねえぜ。なあもう、なんだってこんなカップルがいるんだよ。なあもうじれってえぜ。
From Shannon's perspective, a lot of things had happened and it seemed to have been a very happy trip. But it looked like the missed opportunity had left Jessica feeling greatly unfulfilled. For a while, Jessica chewed on her souvenir, writing on her bed as she complained about their romance. You know, it is tiresome as it is to keep jumping back and forth between the past and the future in this timeline, as if I'm in a Quentin Tarantino movie. But eavesdropping on two girls gossiping about love while under their bed was not in my job description. I mean, all my magic eyeballs are in the present. They are not easy to make, so this is the best that I can do. Shannon and George had chosen to go to Okinawa because there was a huge aquarium there. That was because their first meeting had revolved around an aquarium. Since they had started at an aquarium, having their first overnight trip also be to an aquarium must have held some commemorative value.
そんな記念の節目の初のお泊まり旅行ならいろいろと進展するもんがあるはずだぜ。それが男女別部屋、カップルでシングルを2部屋。ああもう本当にどうかしてるぜ。
それはお互い独身の男女ですし、ジョージさんがそこをしっかりするのが男女のマナーだとおっしゃって。
だからそれを踏み越えるためのお泊まり旅行じゃねえのかよ。もはやキューとかギューとかのレベルじゃねえぜ。
お嬢様がどういう意味でおっしゃってるのかわかりませんが、ジョージ様は最後まで本当に紳士でいてくださいました。それは私もそういうことがあるかなというか。でも私たちお付き合いはしてますけど、別に結婚してるわけじゃないし、お嬢様が期待されているようなことはちゃんと神様の前で誓いを立ててからするべきです。するべきです。
Shanna's face was bright red. She was restlessly fidgeting, making a circle with both hands, then a chain link, continually intertwining, separating and making heart shapes with them. Apparently, the dramatic progress Jessica had looked forward to hadn't happened, but it seemed that it had been a very important experience for Shannon in her own way. So in the end, no matter how much Jessica envied Shannon or made fun of her, it didn't change the fact that Shannon had a huge lead on her.
私も彼氏欲しい。シャノンに先を越されたのが悔しい。彼氏作るときは一緒だぜって約束したのに抜け駆けされた。
お嬢様は素敵な方ですから、私なんかよりきっ と素敵な方がすぐに現れます。
そういう慰めはいらねえぜ。シャノンの裏切り者、出ていけ。
Jessica threw several cushions at her, but midway she had an asthma attack and started to cough pretty badly. Shannon hurriedly ran over to her and looked atop on the nearby side table. A rubber basket was placed there, and inside of it was Jessica's inhaler. Shannon picked up and handed it over to Jessica. Jessica's asthma attacks always came suddenly. Because of this, she had to carry this medicine around with her at all times. She breathed in the medicine, and after some time spent holding back her coughing, her asthma finally settled down. Shannon thought this a good chance to leave, bowed courteously, and made to exit the room. As she did, one more small cushion came flying and hit Shannon in the head. She looked around, and saw that Jessica was on the verge of crying, half of her face buried in her last and favorite cushion. Oh, that face was red and meek.
お嬢様？
シャノンさ、正直に言って、私、髪型とか、変かな。
まさか。お嬢様の髪はとてもお美しいと思います。
じゃあ、目とか変かな。鼻とか変じゃないかな。やっぱり喋り方がダメなのかな。だから彼氏できないのかな。
そんなはずはありませんよ。お嬢様はそのままで十分に素敵です。そしてその魅力はこれからもっともっと増していくと思いますよ。
でも私だけ彼氏できない。サクもヒナも彼氏できたのに私にだけできないよ。やっぱり私には魅力ないからかな。みんなね、文化祭に彼氏連れてくるんだって。私もその日までにはきっと彼氏いるって思って大見え切って、彼氏なんてできやしない。私だけ。
Before she realized that Jessica was shedding huge tears. Jessica hadn't really planned on crying, and of course, she felt like supporting Shannon's progress and love as a friend. However, as she had made fun of Shannon, her true feelings had suddenly gotten mixed in, and the tears had just poured out on their own. Shannon understood Jessica's innocent and easily injured heart. Jessica's usual rough style of speech was all just an attempt to protect her own easily injured heart. As a daughter and successor to the Ushiramiya family, and as a girl isolated on Rokenjima, the only person she could expose her true feelings to was Shannon. Shannon also understood that, so she strongly regretted feeling a little too self-satisfied.
ごめん。涙出ちゃうなんて私変だぜ。ごめん。
お嬢様は素敵な方です。そんなお嬢様に素敵な男性が現れないわけがありません。
Yeah. You are just panicking for no reason at this point, really. I mean, yeah, this is a perfectly normal situation for teenagers to encounter at this age. I mean, hey, other people have it worse.
シャノン、もう時間だろ。早く行かないとまた現地さんや母さんに怒られるぜ。私は全然平気だから早く行きなよ。悪いな、泣いちゃったりなんかしてさ。バカみてえだぜ、私。
Jessica faced away as if to show she wasn't looking for attention, and waved her hand as though to drive Shannon away. Shannon took that as a sign that she didn't want to be badgered anymore. bowed her head, and left the room. When her footsteps disappeared into the distance, Jessica lay down on her bed, still hugging the cushion. Her expression was still a little meek, with tears in her eyes. But for the first time in a long time, she had a very, very quiet and honest conversation with her heart.
私も恋がしたい。
As Shannon watered the flower beds in the garden in high spirits, she sensed someone's presence. Ugh. My back. My back hurts like crazy. That was definitely not a good sleep. She turned around, thinking that if one of the family had come to visit, she must greet them. And what she saw was that witch. Oh.
ベアトリーチェ様。
Yeah. Morning, Beatrice.
久しぶりよの。どうだ？その後、そなたの思い人との仲は順調か？
As Beatrice sat on the rose arch, she happily blew on her pipe. Sitting in a place like that would crush the roses, and it might have been dangerous if it fell off the arch. But after all, this was a witch. And that was surely an unnecessary concern.
はい。おかげさまで順調です。
当然よ。わらわの魔法はてきめんである。そなたにはまるで二人が出会うのはあらかじめ決められた運命であったかのように感じているかもしれぬ。だがそれは間違いよ。夢運命だなどと思うでないぞ。
それは分かってます。
Yeah. What you're saying is that B was pure magic. Normally I'd feel happy about magic being used to bring two people together. But the witch was calling attention to something. Two things, actually. That originally, her relationship with George had been completely impossible. And that her magic power was so great, he could manipulate that fate. Shannon had become swept up in these sweet days, and had started to fall under the illusion that all fate was revolving around her. But the witch's words made her rebel. Her relationship with George had originally been impossible. No, might also be impossible in the future as well.
すまぬ。医者と同じよ。病に悩めばすがるくせに、治れば感謝も忘れる。魔女が感謝された試しはないのでな。つい卑屈になってしまった。許すがいい。
感謝の気持ちを忘れたことはありません。ベアトリーチェ様のお力で幸せな思いができていることを。そしてそのお力がなければ私とジョージ様が寄り添う運命がなかったこと、決して忘れたことはありません。
すまぬ。いじめに来たわけではないのにな。口が悪いのはわらわが性分。
Yeah, you made that pretty clear, alright. So rude that I hope that arch does fall over behind you. You also made pretty clear how much of a perv you are, given that you did— Shh! Don't even mention it!
許されよ。それより、聞いたぞ。二人きりで旅行に行ったとな。さぞや楽しかったであろう。
はい、とても楽しかったです。
Shannon's face suddenly grew bright. The witch laughed lightly, as though that transformation was worth money.
もはやそなたの思い人は一方的に思うだけの存在ではない。互いに思われる恋人同士よ。愛に満たされた二人にとって
って世界はただそれだけで成立する。素晴らしき理想の世界かな。
Right.
魔女も焼こうというもの。
Beatrice laughed pleasantly. That smile was without a trace of malice, making her look as though she blessed the lover's secret meeting from the bottom of her heart. After that day, Beatrice had shown herself before Shannon every once in a while. Even now, Shannon still thought of her as a creepy being. However, she was also hugely indebted to this person for bestowing the magic that had given her the relationship she had with George. So, Shannon was trying with all her might not to be surprised or scared.
そうだった。ベアトリーチェ様、旅行のお土産にお菓子を買ってきたんです。よかったらベアトリーチェ様もいかがでしょうか。
And I made sure to not poison them, so don't worry.
ほう、魔女に土産とな。
It seemed that even the witch who boasted of living for 1,000 years hadn't been able to predict that she would receive a souvenir from a pair of sweet lovers. When she saw that surprised expression, Shanna thought of the witch as a friend for the first time.
ほうほう、ラードと小麦粉で作った東洋クッキーか。それを西洋風にチョコで包むとは、まさに和洋折衷、菓子のシルクロードよの。なんだ、何がおかしい？
いえ、失礼いたしました。
This mysterious witch, who surely held a terrifying power, was chomping down on the treats one after another, making it sound like a squirrel stuffing walnuts into its mouth. Yeah. If that is how she feels about cookies, imagine how she reacts whenever she eats ice cream. After a while, Shannon couldn't conceal her laughter.
しそうになったぞ。そなたには今度ネロのドルチェビータでも振る舞おうぞ。バラは永遠の愛の象徴。今のそなたにはバラのドルチェこそがふさわしかろう。
And the witch was in a great mood, having enjoyed the modern trees to the full.
これ本当にありがとうございました。もう私には十分だと思いますのでお返しします。
The thing that Shannon had softly set on the table was a gold-colored butterfly brooch.
返さずともよい。それに持ち続けていれば二人の仲はこれからも永劫に盤石であろうが。
出会いのきっかけは確かに魔法の力で与えてもらったかもしれません。でもその出会いを永遠のものにする努力は二人で協力し合って続けていくものだと思います。
愛もバラと同じか。過ぎた世日は根を腐らせる。苦労せねば育めぬ花もあろう。ならば好きにするがよい。
Indeed. Even if I don't fully agree with this magic that bonded the two together, they both have to work hard to make it work till the end of their lives.
身につけず宝石箱の中にしまうもよかろう。それはそなたに送ったわらわの行為だ。それを返されてはわらわも愉快ではない。
申し訳ございません。そういう意味で言ったわけじゃ。
気を害してなどおらぬ。そのブローチはすでにそなたのもの。わらわとの友情の証にせいぜい大事にしてくれれば少しは気も慰む。持ち続けそのご利益を得るもよし、宝石箱にしまい込むもよし、望むなら恋路に悩む別のものに譲ろうとそなたの勝手だ。ただ 大事にしてくれればよい。さすがに粗末にされては心が痛むでな。
According to Beatrice, she had appeared several times in the past in response to a person's summons, so that she could give them an item imbued with some kind of magical power. However, most of them, after they used that power to resolve their worries, would quickly come to think of that power as creepy, and, forgetting their feelings of thanks, they would throw away the items they had been given with disgust.
だからわらわの行為に素直に感謝された試しは多くない。いや、初めてか。
Oh golly gee. Wonder what you usually do to those that forget their gratitude. I mean, do you make soup out of them?
No, but I can make an example out of you.
No. I think I'm good. The witch laughed heartily, but it looked like a sad laugh to Shana's eyes. She herself had been like that in the past. No. Maybe she was still like that now. Beatrice was definitely a witch, with strange and terrifying power. Most likely, no one would go along with her if they could help it. And even though on occasion they had relied on her strange power, it had undoubtedly resulted in fear more often than gratitude. That deeply hurt the witch when that repeated over and over. From the moment that she realized this, Shannon decided to stop being frightened of Beatrice. That had surely tormented her for over 1,000 years. Maybe she really liked the treats. Beatrice, who normally spoke abusively, praised the black tea that Shannon served her, and looked to be in remarkably high spirits. On such terms, the witch and the servant grew animated, talking about the trip with George. I mean, about her being hurt like that. Killing humans or masterminding murders doesn't help whatsoever. Miss Witch of the Island. I mean, why else do you think people fear you? Shanna didn't know much about Beatrice. First off, she was a ghost-like being who appeared in unexpected places at unexpected times. And it seemed that not everyone could perceive that she was there. It seemed that each person had something called a wavelength, and that there was a great amount of individual variation in people's ability to perceive the witch. Only Shannon and Kanon could interact with her enough to exchange words like this. There were a few people who could sense her presence, but most people couldn't even feel that much. From what Beatrice said, Kraus and his wife in particular had zero magical talent, and no matter how much she followed them around, they would never notice her. Previously, when Shannon had messed up and Natsuki had gotten really mad at her, Beatrice had started playing around, hitting Natsuki on the head with her pipe. Sounds like something I would do at times. If I were a disgusting evil witch, that is. Indeed, Natsuki seems completely oblivious. But Shannon, watching that, had burst out laughing without thinking, and had gotten scolded even more.
なら、親方様だったらどうでしょうか。魔法の研究とかをなさっているそうですし、きっとベアトリーチェ様のお姿にも気づいてくださると思います。
That is a very good question. Something I've been asking myself for quite a while. Kinzo is well versed in black magic. He believes in magic, and believes in you, Beatrice. However, at times he sounds as if he can't even see you at all, so what is up with that?
金蔵も同じよ。あれにも気の毒なくらいに魔法の才能がない。
Really now?
血だな。同情に値するほど才能がない。
As soon as they started talking about Kinzo, it felt like the atmosphere around Beatrice changed. She had spoken about Kraus and the rest's lack of magic talent as though she looked down on them, but she spoke of Kinzo in a different way. Anyone connected to the Ushirimiya family would know about Kinzo's legend of the gold. According to the legend, Kinzo had summoned the witch Beatrice and had been conferred gold. In short, that implied she had some kind of relationship with Kinzo.
だからあれは 才能のひとかけらもないくせに至ったのだ。狂ったように独学を重ね、魔術師の域にまで達した。
それはとてもすごいことなんですね。
So you're saying that he managed to become a mage, and yet lacks in magical abilities? Granted, he did seem to be on point with the epitaph and all, but I guess so. I never actually seen him do magic stuff. You know, the poof and the sparkle, 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 stuff like that. So far, even with all the knowledge of magic, he had done ritualistic things that even normal humans would do. I mean, no doubt those rituals can't work, but still. I guess you're telling us that he lacks magic, in that case. I mean, maybe if he was talented enough, he would have done the epitaph earlier, but no. It took him 30 years to do so. The witch, who usually looked down on people, was unexpectedly praising someone. While she lambasted Kinzo, calling him talentless, she praised his efforts.
そして親方様は魔法の力でベアトリーチェ様を呼び出した。
まあ召喚に応えたのは気まぐれだ。魔法を否定して久しいこのご時世に才能のかけらもない者が必死にやっているのでな。少しからかってやろうと思ったのがわらわの運の尽きよ。
What do you mean? The words, just my luck, showed that this had been a disaster for her. Shannon hesitated over whether it would be alright to encourage her to continue, but Beatrice continued on her own, ignoring Shannon.
一応書式もルールも揃っていた。いくつかの作法が混在していたが、まあその熱意に免じ寛大に契約に応じてやったのだ。そしてわらわは山なす黄金を与えてやった。
そして親方様はその黄金を使って事業を成功させ、今日の財をなすのですね。
魔法の才能はからっきしだが、詳細と莫細はあったようだな。いや、理不尽なる賭けに全て落とす勇気と狂気ゆえにか。狂気は時に魔力に通ずる。なるほど。その点から見れば、金蔵に魔法の才能が全くなかったとは言い切れんか。
Shannon felt like she was daydreaming. While everyone in the Utopia family knew the story that Kinzo had delved into sorcery, some of the witch, and being given gold, in actuality it was all rambling that no one believed her. And now the witch herself was telling her that it was true. Shannon felt a little flustered at this insane secret that only she knew.
そして莫大な財産を得た金蔵は人の世で手に入れることのできるすべての夢を叶えきった。そして最後に世界の真理を求めたのだ。
世界の真理？
You mean the single element, maybe?
世界を構成する一人の世で得られるすべてを満たした金蔵は人が求める最後の欲望としてそれを欲したのだ。
The single element. She felt like she had heard the witch say those words before. When Beatrice saw Shannon trying to remember what that was, she smiled awkwardly, waving her hand and saying there was no need to remember.
わらわも金蔵を少し見くびっていた。まさかあれほどの力を見せるとは思わなかったのでな。おかげでこのざまだ。
What What do you mean by that?
茶飲み友達もなく、この島にもう何十年も縫い止められている。誰に話しかけようとも声は届かず、どこへ行くこともできない。なんとも退屈な数十年だったことよ。
You mean to say that he entrapped you here on this island? What kind of logic is that? Is that part of his conquest to find the single element? To find love? Is it because he started loving you that he imprisoned you here as well? I don't... Can't say that I can fully understand that, in all honesty. As she left in self-derision, she tapped her teacup with her finger. It made a clear sound of porcelain. Shan didn't know whether the word self-derision was really an accurate expression to describe the look on the witch's face. Shannon didn't understand anything, but she could more or less figure out the situation. And it was surely a topic that she would not press the witch on lightly, unless the witch started talking about it herself. To sum up everything she had said up until now, Beatrice, who had been summoned by Kinzo's magic, could not leave this island for some reason, and she had lost her power and her form, living her days in boredom. During that time, her words had reached Shannon, who never forgot to strongly respect the witch, and she had made Shannon help her to regain her power, even if only a little bit. As a result, she had become able to drink tea with Shannon like this. I see. So breaking the mirror was just releasing a tiny bit of her powers, to do small things she couldn't do before, I guess. I guess it doesn't really have anything to do with the epitaph or anything like that.
Beatrice 様が私に割るように言ったあの鏡は一体何なのですか？
ああ、その話か。この辺りの島で大昔いろいろとあったらしくてな。そのせいで良くないものがたまり、悪い歪みを引き寄せていたのだ。それを旅の東洋魔術師か何かが鎮魂の社を建立して封じ込めたらしい。それ自体はわらわとはどうでもいいことなのだが、困ったことに魔力の基礎が違っててな。わらわの魔力にも強い干渉を及ぼしておって非常に迷惑していたのだ。
そうだったんですか。私はてっきりベアトリーチェ様を封じていたものだとばかり。
I wonder if this mage has anything to do with Kinzo.
わらわを対象にしたものではない。だが神格のある鏡だったからな。結果としてわらわの力を封じ込めていたわけだ。料理に例えるならこうか。
Oh boy. Here we go again with the spoon analogy.
わらわの注文した西洋料理が厨房でまさに料理されているとする。ところがいざ配膳しようとしたら、客席は日本風で懐石料理が並べられている場だった。だから厨房は場違いな皿を出せず、わらわのところへはいつまでたっても西洋料理が届かないといった感じよの。だからそなたに日本風の客席を打ち壊し、場を一度白紙に戻させたのだ。そのおかげでようやくわらわの注文した料理が届き、力が戻ったというところか。もっともようやく食前酒が届いたというところよ。メインディッシュにはまだまだ遠い。今のわらわなど靴屋の妖精にも劣る希薄な存在でな。何がおかしい？
ま 魔女様の例えがあまりに面白かったもので、まさか魔法の話がお料理の話に例えられるとは思いませんでした。
Yeah. He seemed to be doing a lot of that from what I have seen.
我ながらうまい表現だったつもりだが、よもや笑われるとは思わなかったぞ。少し心外だ。
Note to self, when trying to defeat Beatrice, use chocolates and ice cream, and more sorts of food. A slightly sulky expression rose to the witch's face. It would not have been a strange expression at all to see appear on the faces of two friends as they enjoyed their tea.
こう見えても、昔は残酷極まりないことで知られたわらわだったが。
Tell me about it.
丸くなったものよ。人間とこうしてたあいない話で茶を交わせるようになるのだから。
She was probably talking to herself. As Beatrice gazed at the seabirds tracing the horizon, she put her tea to her lips again.
雲が出てきたな。海も精彩をかけば灰色の水たまりに過ぎぬ。
そうでしょうか。曇っても海は美しくて真っ青だと思います。
Maybe the witch had noticed the deep meaning behind Shana's words. She laughed lightly and set down her empty teacup.
もはやそなたの両目に埋められているのは黒い石ころではないらしい。どうだ、家具から人間に生まれ変わった気持ちは理解できておるか？
Furniture being reborn as human.
はい。世界がこんなにも優しかったなんて知りませんでした。
Since her relationship with George had begun, Shanna's face had grown brighter more often. Her smile had made everything go so smoothly, and had even changed her luck. Shanna made fewer mistakes in her work than she had before, and the family members' opinion of her was starting to change slightly. Just the other day, Kraus, who rarely exchanged words with her, had suddenly started talking to her, surprising her.
最近いい笑顔をすることが多くなったじゃないか。何か良いことでもあったのかね。
いえ、でも楽しい毎日です。はい。
良いことじゃないか。同じコーヒーなら笑顔で継がれた方がうまいに決まっている。その笑顔でもう一杯頼めんかね。
はい。
Well, that's nice. It had become a chance for Shanna to gain confidence in herself. Of course, it didn't go beyond her own heart, and it wasn't so big a change that everyone could see. But she had begun to change, bit by bit. Shanna understood it clearly. To know love was to gain a soul, and therefore to be born again from furniture to human. There was absolutely nothing mistaken in Beatrice's words. By knowing love, Shannon had learned what it was to be human.
珍しい茶化をちそうになったな。有意義な時間であった。そろそろ仕事に戻らねばならぬ時間であろう。茶会はこれまでにしよう。そなたとわらわが茶を飲むことを好かん者もおるようでな。
No. The witch gripped a teaspoon and flipped it with her fingers, sending them up in the air. Then it was flicked by the fingers of some invisible person in empty space, and flew straight into a bush close nearby. The bush moved violently, and Kanon came out. Damn! You could kill someone with that spoon. It seemed that he had been there for some time, and had been watching their tea party. The spoon was gripped in his hand. If he had not been able to catch it by reflex, it might have hit him hard on the forehead and caused him to start losing blood.
安心せよ。茶会はこれで終わるぞ、カノン。
いつからそこにいたの？声をかけてくれればカノン君の紅茶も入れたのに。
Yeah. And luckily you managed to catch that spoon on time. Worst case scenario, by this point, he would have swallowed a butterfly and choked to death.
女同士の語らいを邪魔したくなかったのであろう。
Kanon kept silent. We assumed that there was a slightly hostile look in his eyes. On the outside, he acted respectfully. But unlike Shannon, Kanon did not trust the witch. Beatrice rapped the table with her pipe, and the tea set turned into gold butterflies, which flew upwards in unison. They scattered in every direction, and the cleanup was already done.
楽しかったぞ、シャノン。また縁があれば会おうぞ。まだまだ魔力が足りぬでな。姿を現すのも疲れる。
そんなに疲れるなら二度と現れるな。
Kanon had said it in a small voice. I assumed the witch had heard it perfectly. She giggled, but did not reply.
シャノン、次の茶会ではジョージとの話をまた聞かせておくれ。人の恋路より甘い茶花は他にない。それではさらばだ。
Yeah, whatever. Beatrice's body also became a gold butterflies, which scattered in all directions and disappeared. It was a very fantastical and beautiful scene, like a blizzard of gold leaf. For a while, Shannon quietly watched the witch's exit. Kanon approached her from behind and spoke with a very different expression on his face than his sister's.
姉さん、あいつと付き合っちゃダメだって言ったじゃないか。
ベアトリーチェ様はそんなに悪い人じゃない。確かにちょっと怪しいところはあるけれど。
僕たちにしか姿が見えない時点で十分にうさんくさいよ。あいつは人間じゃない。何を企んでるかわかるものか。
Yeah, that is a good point.
カノン君、それは少し失礼だと思うな。
Shannon spoke seriously, which was unusual for her. To Kanon, who knew her well, it must have seemed extremely serious. I mean, it can be true. It's all fun and games when she talks about love and we make fun of her obsession with food, but she is still a Machiavellian mastermind, and is perfectly fine with murder. Kanon showed almost excessive surprise at Shannon's style of speech, and remained silent.
確かにベアトリーチェ様は人間とは違う。恐ろしい力を持っているし、恐れ敬わなければならない存在だと思う。でも人間とは違うからといってそれだけを理由に忌み嫌うのはとても失礼なことだと思うの。
姉さんの言いたいことはわかるよ。姉さんはあいつにあのブローチをもらってから変わった。まるで魔女の虜だよ。ジョージ様との仲を取り持ってもらって頭が上がらないんだ。
そんなことを言わないで。
あいつは人間じゃない。何を考えてるかわからない。だから気を許しちゃダメなんだ。そして人間じゃないのは僕らも同じだよ。姉さん。
Kanon's words became more serious. Those words probably gouged at Shannon's heart. Shannon bit her lower lip and hung her head.
僕らは家具だ。たとえ名前をもらい人として接してもらったとしても 僕たちの生まれが変わるわけじゃない。
You are no longer furniture. Those words Beatrice had given her, which had made her happiest of all, floated through Shano's mind.
家具じゃないよ。
ううん、家具だよ。僕たちは人間未満の存在だよ。姉さんはそこを忘れたふりをして、人間のふりをしているだけ。自分でも分かっているはずだよ。
私、家具じゃないもん。人間だもん。
いや、人間じゃない。僕らには愛する資格も、愛される資格も初めからない。
It seemed that Kanon's criticism had shifted focus from Shannon's interactions with the witch. Shannon also noticed that quickly.
お嬢様に聞いたよ。正直、呆れたね。ジョージ様と一緒に旅行に行くなんて。家具の身の程を忘れてるよ。姉さんはあの魔女にそそのかされて、自分が人間になれたと勘違いしてるだけなんだよ。
Furniture, furniture. Such an odd word at this point, being repeated over and over. It is funny to hear this, especially from Kanon, who he doesn't bode well with people like Goda or as this servant called Runon, who are a bunch of bastards. But apparently he is perfectly fine with being called furniture and following Kinzo's orders, who is also a bit of an ass himself. I wonder.
聞いて、カノン君。確かに私たちは家具だよ。人間味を取った未満の存在。でも、その満たない分をもし得られたなら、それは人間になれたということじゃないのかな。
そんなもの。
あるの。それを得たなら、私たちは家具なんかじゃない。人間になれるよ。
バカバカしい。なれるものか。
Kanon spat that out, but weakly, and turned away. That was probably resignation. The baptism of days upon days of suffering being furniture, had firmly sealed his heart.
なれるよ。カノン君も普通の人間に。
よしてよ。魔女の受け売りは。
ベアトリーチェ様に教えてもらったの。私たちは世界の一なる元素を得ることで人間になることができる。それを満たさないならそれは人間じゃない。だから人は一なる元素を得るために生涯を尽くし貫いていく。
姉さんが何を言っているのかわからないね。よまよい事なら聞きたくないよ。
ならカノン君にも分かるように教えてあげるね。ほら、姉さんの指の先を見て。
Shannon pointed straight at the sea, at the horizon. Kanon didn't understand what she was actually pointing at, and couldn't do anything except look between the horizon and Shanna's expression, which looked like he was posing a riddle.
海。カノン君は海が何色に見える？
It was an all too simple question. Kanon tried to guess that meaning behind that question for a while, but since he couldn't think of anything, he gave his answer straightforwardly.
パッとしない。ネズミ色だよ。それが何？
Objectively speaking, the sea, laid out beneath a cloudy sky, could probably be described best by Kanon's words. But as Shannon closed her eyes and smiled, she shook her head slightly.
私には真っ青に見える。
そういう意味？緑色の信号を青っていうようなものでしょ。
違うの。 海は真っ青。私には分かってカノン君には分からないなら、これがつまりそういうことなの。
Kanon bit his lower lip and was silent for a while.
わからないよ。
カノン君、手を出して。
As Kanon stood bewildered, unable to understand what she was saying, she took his arm and opened the palm of his hand. Shannon softly said something there. It was that magic brooch, which she had received from Beatrice. The magic charm, shaped like a gold butterfly, which could fulfill love.
これはあいつの。
これは私の。だから私だと思って粗末にしないで。
After being told that, he couldn't just throw it away. Kanon didn't know what he should do, and he stood there confused for a while, the brooch still on the palm of his hand. Shannon put the palm of her hand on top of Kanon's, and the brooch was worn by both of their hands.
これは本当の魔法の力を持ったお守り。きっとカノン君に大切な気持ちを教えてくれると思うの。
あいつの魔法で教えられることなんて何もない。
あるの。だから身につけて。恥ずかしければ懐に忍ばせておくだけでもいいそうなの。
バカバカしい。あいつの魔法なんかに惑わされてたまるか。
Even as he said that, Kanon couldn't be cold-hearted towards something Shannon was pressing on him. In the end, Kanon agreed reluctantly to take it, saying he had proved that he wouldn't surrender to the witch's power. Shannon smiled and nodded back.
きっとカノン君は大切なことを学べるよ。きっと人間になれるから。そうすればきっとカノン君にもこの海が美しい青に見えるに違いない。
ネズミ色は何度見たってネズミ色さ。
違うよカノン君。そう見えるのは愛がないから。
Because of the howling wind, he hadn't been able to catch the critical part of what she had just said. So Shannon said it once more. The single element of the world. She spoke once more of a world full of that element, where the sea was deep blue.
きっとカノン君にも真っ青な海が見えるよ。だって
Without love, he cannot be seen.
そこにいるのは誰か。
カノンです、親方様。
It was rare for Kinzo to leave his study. However, that in itself didn't mean his noble sword research had been suspended. He may have led the study for a change of mood, but the thoughts filling his head were no different from those he had inside the study. So Kanon knew that no matter what the time, speaking to Kinzo when he didn't want to be spoken to would always be a disturbance to his research.
天気が重いな。崩れるのか。
はい。天気予報ではいつ雨があってもおかしくないと。傘をお持ちいたしましょうか。
それには及ばん。しばらく私を放っておくがいい。息子たちに聞かれても所在は知らぬと言っておけ。私は自らの思考を巡る旅で忙しい。
かしこまりました。それでは失礼いたします。
During the time that Kanon bowed to him, Kinzo had already returned to his own world, and forgotten that Kanon was there. And once again, he began rambling to himself. Alright, well, let's see what Kinzo, our dear old Kinzo, has in his mind. Amidst those words, the name of that witch was repeated many times.
Oh, Beatrice.
Oh god. I caught him once again during his mental breakdowns here, it seems.
お前の微笑みに手が届かぬ。どうすればよみがえるのか、どうすれば再び微笑んでくれるのか。何が足りぬ。研究か、資料か、触媒か、それとも魔力か、運気か、信託か。ああ、ベアトリーチェ、どうすればお前の面影をもう一度見ることができるのだ。
As Kanon listened to his master's weeping voice over his shoulder, he turned around just once. When he did, right behind his isolated old master was the silhouette of a person that shouldn't have been there. It was the witch. At once, Kanon, thinking that the witch must be plotting to do Kinzo some harm, quickly ran back to Kinzo, trying to become a shield himself. But when he saw the expression on the witch's face, that emotion of his vanished. Because Beatrice's expression was one of sorrow, or maybe pity. Huh.
愚かな金蔵。わらわはここにいるというのに見えぬ。
Right behind Kinzo, as he repeated the witch's name over and over, desiring to be reunited with her more than anything else, was the witch herself. And yet, Kinzo couldn't notice a thing. Even when Beatrice tried to rest her hand on his shoulder, he didn't notice a thing.
なぜだ、なぜベアトリーチェの微笑みに手が届かぬのか。月齢か、水星の周期か、惑星の配列か。何が足りぬのだ、何が。
無駄よ、金蔵。愛がなければ見えない。
Kanon took the brooch he had received from Shannon out of his pocket. Could he learn something that would enable him to see what he currently could not?
愛がなければ見えない。
He looked at Kinzo's back once more. The witch was no longer there.